Hello viewers, myself is Dr. Neeta and you are watching my channel Learn Literature with Dr. Neeta. So let us begin today's topic. Hello dear students, today we would learn about problem play. As the name is indicating, problem play is basically related to some problem. Especially these problems are of social and political nature. The purpose of the play is to expose the social evils and simultaneously its main purpose is to stimulate the thought and discussion on the part of the audience, and it allows the reader to analyze the complex and neglected issues that were projected by the dramatist. So now let us begin. Problem play is also called thesis play or discussion play, and sometimes it is also called propaganda play. So as I told you that these plays are basically dealing with some problem, and the dramatist poses the problem in various angles, and it stimulates the readers or the audience to think about the different directions of the problem so that a solution may be found out. Most of the time solution is not given in the play, but it is in the mind of the audience as they think about that problem. These plays flourished in England during the period 1890 to 1914. Problem play is a drama built around a specific problem which may be of sociological, economic, legal, political or humanitarian nature. It means the themes may be social, political or economic, and they are basically for the well-being of human beings. Its purpose was mainly to change public opinion by frankly portraying current social issues on the stage. The dramatist sets the stage to raise the problem and present different points of view regarding the problem through different characters. A number of characters are there in the plays, in these plays, and each and every character projects a particular kind of view, and when he expresses that angle of a problem, a different angle of a problem, the audience is also motivated to think on that direction. So the basic purpose of this play is to change the public opinion. A number of questions are asked, however no concrete solution of the problem is suggested. As I told you that though there are a number of questions related to some problem and number of solutions there may be, but there is no demarcating solution given by the dramatist is there. A dramatist does not suggest any solution, rather the solution is discussed in a number of ways, and it depends on the reader or the audience which solution they think to be the correct. Now the origin of the problem play. It originated in 19th century France as a part of the wider movement of realism in arts. Simultaneously in France there was a movement that is called realism, and it was a movement not only in literature but also the other visual arts, and as the name is suggesting, realism was a movement through which the artist tried to portray the realistic picture of society. It was the revolt against the earlier Victorian conventions of romanticism, idealism and escapism. So this problem play came into existence as a revolt. A revolt against what? Revolt against the Victorian convention. During Victorian time, dramas were written which were having the qualities like romanticism, idealism and escapism. When these qualities or the characteristics rather should I say, when these characteristics went to an extreme, then a reaction took place in the form of a realistic drama. It was effectively practiced and popularized by the Norwegian playwright Henrik Ibsen. Henrik Ibsen is a very important name in this relation, and they were made popular by him. Ibsen's influence inspired the dramatists throughout Europe to write such problem plays. After seeing the success of the plays written by Henrik Ibsen, other dramatists also tried to write such kind of plays, and gradually they became a popular kind of play in Europe. The genre bloomed in the hands of G.B. Shaw and Galsworthy during 20th century. So, during 20th century it became a popular kind of a play. Now, the characteristics of problem play. So, first of all, these plays are written in prose, but previously you have seen the poetic drama was also a popular form, but these plays were written in prose. The purpose of these plays was didactic. It means they were designed to change the public opinion. The theme of the play is the contemporary controversial social, political, economic issues like love, marriage, sex, war, peace, social and economic justice, crime, etc. These were the topics or the themes on which these plays were written. As they were the realistic plays, the characters were taken from real life. So, they were the characters who were taken either from the offices or from the courts, factories, homes, market, streets, the people who could be seen all around. A common human being can be seen in these plays. The protagonist of the drama is often the mouthpiece of the author. Mostly it happens in these drama that protagonist is the mouthpiece of the author or the dramatist. Whatever dramatist wants to suggest, he says is through the protagonist, and the suffering of the protagonist is the result of his inability to confront social problems. In the problem plays, you would easily see that the protagonist or the hero is suffering because he is unable to confront the social problem. Action is reduced to the minimum as the purpose is to project the idea or the ideas. So, these plays are different in this respect, that the purpose of dramatist is not to show the character development, neither he wants to show the emotional complexity, nor he is trying to develop a plot in a particular manner, but the main purpose of the dramatist is to project the ideas. That is why there is a lot of discussion regarding that idea, and that is why they are called discussion plays, as I told you earlier. So, and sometimes another kind of drama which later on developed was the drama of idea, which is also the outcome of the problem play. So, there is not much action in these plays, rather discussion is there. The character is discussing one thing or the another on the stage. The tone and temperament of this kind of drama is tragic, real and intellectual. It means its appeal is intellectual. It means it would hit the mind of the reader or the audience, and they would be compelled to think in a particular way. And as it is a realistic drama, it is truthful, or lifelike dialogues of everyday conversation are used in it. As it is depicting the social problems and the superstitions which are there in the society, that is why poignant irony and satire are used as a tool by the dramatist. Here are a few examples of problems play. Ibsen's Doll's House, it is dealing with the problem subordination of women in marriage. It is dealing with this problem. Ghost, again a play by Ibsen, it is a very famous play. It is the exposure of the hollowness and falsity of conventional morality. John Galsworthy, his plays are also problem play. Perhaps one or the other play you have already studied. The Silver Box is dealing with the problem of social injustice. The Strife is dealing with the confrontation of capital and labor class. The Justice is dealing with cruelties of solitary confinement and legal system. And George Bernard Shaw's Mrs. Warren's Profession is dealing with dishonesty of those who are benefited from prostitution. So, the subject matter or the themes are of varied nature, and most of them are related to some political or social issue. Sometimes certain taboo issues which were not discussed amongst the people easily have been the themes of these plays. And I think you would be able to understand what is problem play. So, thanks for patience listening.